village bully. They immediately planned to rush home and tell their father the truth. Afraid the secret would come out, the village bully quickly went after them. He even intended to eliminate all three sisters. After returning home, the stepmother joined forces with the village bully and intentionally asked the man, "Have you seen your three daughters?" The man assumed the girls had simply gone out to play and thought nothing of it. That was until a villager came running to his house, claiming he had seen the three sisters fall from a cliff. When they rushed to the cliffside, they discovered the girls' personal belongings. Only then did the man accept that his daughters had fallen to their deaths, but it never crossed his mind that his wife and the village bully were responsible for what happened to them. 20 years later, the eldest daughter, who had gone over the cliff, was still alive. Instead of dying, she had been saved by a compassionate stranger. Today, she is the CEO of a major corporation. However, she has lost part of her memory. She cannot remember who tried to kill her and her sisters, only that she once had a father. For many years, she searched everywhere for him without success. Then one day, the CEO happened to try a mooncake an employee bought from a local market. The taste instantly reminded her of the mooncakes her father used to make when she was a little girl. It was exactly the same flavor. The CEO immediately instructed her assistant to take her to the place where the mooncakes had been purchased, hoping she could finally find her father. But before she reached the market, her father had already received a call from his wife and gone home. The CEO had no choice but to wait. Meanwhile, the man rushed back home and asked his wife what had happened. To his surprise, the wife, working together with the village bully, had come up with a plan to swindle him out of his savings. They lied and said there was an extremely profitable beauty salon investment and convinced him to put all his money into it. Without a second thought, the man handed his wife $400,000. The moment she walked out the door, she passed every dollar to the village bully. The village bully intended to use the money to pull strings and secure a promotion to supervisor. Several days later, the unsuspecting man was still selling vegetables at the market. Suddenly, he noticed the CEO and her assistant standing in front of him. He couldn't help thinking that if his three daughters were still alive, they would probably be about the same age. At that moment, the CEO pulled out a mooncake and asked him where it had come from. The man explained that he used to make those mooncakes for his daughters, but sadly, they were gone. The CEO was about to ask further questions when a phone call interrupted her. The man learned that the beauty salon project had collapsed and was stunned. He had entrusted his wife with $400,000, money he had saved to buy a house for his son. Now that it was all gone, he could hardly accept the loss. Seeing that he had nothing left to offer, the wife demanded a divorce. At the same time, the CEO instructed her assistant to investigate the man's past and confirmed that he was indeed the father she had been searching for. To make sure there was no mistake, she ordered a DNA test first. The assistant informed her that the man had a friend, the village bully, who worked at their company. The village bully had recently been promoted to workshop director and was getting ready to hold a celebration banquet. After hearing this, the CEO decided to personally sponsor the promotion banquet for the village bully. The village bully was confused by the CEO's sudden favor, but the employees all believed he was destined for even greater success. They showered him with expensive gifts to congratulate him. At that moment, the man arrived carrying 2 fish. He pleaded with the village bully to convince his wife not to leave him. Seeing the cheap gift, the village bully became furious. Not only did he refuse to help, he also made an announcement in front of everyone. He said that the reason he had achieved his current position was because of a woman who had supported him from behind the scenes. Hearing this, the man assumed the village bully had found a new girlfriend and felt genuinely happy for him. But then, he saw his own wife walk out. Only then did the man finally realize that his wife and the village bully had been involved with each other the entire time. He could not believe all of this. He angrily stepped forward to confront them. Only then did he learn that the village bully had befriended him back then just to get his family's welfare benefits. Even his wife looked down on him for being a fish seller. She had already been involved with the village bully. When the guests saw this, they all mocked the man, thinking he did not deserve to have such a beautiful wife. At the same time, the DNA test results came out. The female CEO learned that the man was really her father. Before she could even feel happy for a second, her assistant received bad news, saying that the man was being bullied by the village bully right now. Upon hearing this, the female CEO immediately rushed to the promotion banquet. At this moment, the man learned one fact. The $400,000 he had invested in his wife's beauty salon was actually a scam. That money had been used to bribe people and buy the village bully a section chief position. What he could not accept even more was that his son was actually the village bully's. All these years, he had been raising another man's child. Seeing how miserable the man was, the village bully revealed another truth. Back then, the man's 3 daughters had fallen off a cliff. It was actually the village bully and the wife who had killed them together, just to hide the fact that they were having an affair. Unexpectedly, the man had believed their lies so easily. After learning the truth, the man went completely insane. He wished he could kill the village bully and his wife right away, but with only his own strength, he could not resist the several security guards. In the end, the man was pinned to the ground and could not move. move. The village bully arrogantly wanted to break his legs. At the critical moment, the female CEO arrived in time with her bodyguards to stop him. Seeing such a powerful display, the security guards immediately let go of the man. No one knew that the man was the female CEO's father. What was ridiculous was, the village bully thought the female CEO was angry because the man had caused trouble at the promotion banquet. He planned to throw the man out of the hotel. The man's face was full of rage. He accused the village bully and his wife of killing his 3 daughters, but because there was not enough evidence, neither of them was afraid at all. The village bully was even confident that, even if the man could produce evidence that they had killed someone, the female CEO would still back them up. After all, the female CEO was the richest person in the area, and no one dared provoke her. When the man heard this, he mistakenly thought the female CEO was on the village bully's side. Just when he felt completely helpless, the female CEO cut off the village bully's arrogance and asked him, "Do you know why I promoted you to workshop director?" The village bully replied, "It was because of his outstanding ability." Unexpectedly, the female CEO said, "I promoted you to director because your friend is my father." Upon hearing this, everyone was shocked. They did not believe that a fish seller could be the female CEO's father. The female CEO solemnly told everyone, as long as she was here, no one would ever be able to bully her father again. The man had always believed his 3 daughters were dead. Hearing his eldest daughter call him dad again, he could hardly believe it. Only after seeing that fish-shaped mooncake, which only he knew how to make, and the DNA paternity